In Wednesday's video report, I talked about what I like to call, in baseball at least, my new manager theory, which also applies in the NBA. And basically, if you missed that video report, I've said it many, many times over the past 25 years. Whenever you have a coaching or managerial change in the NBA or in baseball, jump on that team in its next few games out, and you're going to make money 9 times out of 10. Listen, I used to be a reporter. I told you that many, many times. I saw situations like this happen, and when you go in the clubhouse, it's like a breath of fresh air. As I told you yesterday, the disgruntled veterans that didn't like the coach or the manager, they're happy. The guys that have been in the doghouse, never got any playing time, they're overjoyed. They got out the get out of jail free card. And last night, you saw it happen again. The Brooklyn Nets, who have just been a phenomenal moneymaker since Avery Johnson was replaced by P.J. Carlesimo, deliver again with the win and cover at Minnesota, gave you them as a free pick. And then last night, you had Lindsey Hunter making his debut as the Phoenix Suns head coach, and they reward him with a win and cover on the road, no less, against Sacramento. And the Suns have sucked here for about a month and a half. So, again, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Phoenix have all been huge moneymakers for you since their recent coaching changes. It's not a 99% play. There are no guarantees in gambling. But again, I pointed that out to you yesterday, and it's just something you should always keep in the back of your mind. If you missed yesterday's video, let me just remind you as well. It only really works in baseball and in the NBA. It doesn't apply to the NFL or college football, the NHL, like anybody bets the NHL. Seriously, does anybody? College football, college basketball, it doesn't apply there because you don't have the volume of games, and also it's just a different mindset. As I told you yesterday, when an NFL team makes a coaching change, that means the worst has already occurred. The bottom has fallen out. And players know that when coaching changes are made in the NFL, 25% of that roster is going to get overturned the following year. They're worried about their next job, not salvaging a season. And in college football and college basketball, those changes are made more infrequently. We just saw one with Southern Cal, however, a couple weeks ago when they fired Kevin O'Neal. Next game out, the Trojans did cover, but you just don't have the same effect, meaning the changes don't have the same effect because the college kids, you think they're that worried about the change? Because again, if the change has been made, those college kids, their season has already been ruined. Whatever hopes they had to make the big dance or get a bowl game, there wouldn't have been a college coaching change if things hadn't already fallen through the floor. So, just something to keep in mind. Hi, everyone. Al DeMarco here. This is going to be your Thursday video report. I've got free picks coming up in just a moment in your Pac-12 battle between Arizona and Arizona and UCLA. And in the NBA, I have a totals play on your game between Orlando and Toronto. Let's talk about who's hot and who's not in that particular case. Listen, Trace Adams last night won his 5th consecutive top-rated 1,000-star college dog shocker. Last night it was St. John's outright over Rutgers. Now here's the thing. These 5 1,000-star college dog shockers, every single one of them over the past week and a half have won outright. Okay? Now that's pretty hot. Normally, a 1,000-star play is his top-rated selection. However, today he's upping the ante. His 2,000-star double your wager dog shocker of the year. Again, it's twice as strong as the 5 straight winners he's hit over the past 10 days. Check it out from Trace Adams, who over the past 5 days has made a $1 bet or $5,900. Scott Delaney, the hottest handicapper here at the site, 35 of 55 winning days. That's the long-term run. Looking for winning day number 11 out of 16 tonight with his 60-dime winner number 3 out of 4. Mid-major blowout of the year. He just hit 4 out of 5 50-dime releases, including the Ravens over the Patriots on Sunday. This play is stronger. And, of course, over the past 55 days, $10 bettors have cleared $5,855. Over the last 15 days, they've won $2,480 from the hottest handicapper here at the site. Craig Davis looking for winning day number 6 out of 7, his 40-dime West Coast lock. BYU at Gonzaga. He's won 3 out of 4 20-dime plays here over the past week. This one is twice as large. $10 better, in fact, has won $3,485 in all sports combined over the past 9 weeks from Craig Davis, who also has won NFL bettors $8,885 since the end of last season after hitting his 100-dime teaser of the year, his playoff teaser of the year, of course, this past weekend on Sunday with Atlanta and Baltimore cashing with ease. Jeff Benton, 84 64 and 62 college basketball run the past 2 years. $10 better, making $7,800. 30-dime college winner number 9 out of 12 tonight. Pac-12 game between Cal and Utah. As for me, boy, that was a brilliant play last night on St. Joe's. I gave you 2 free winners, the Brooklyn Nets and NC Charlotte, and then bet St. Joe's. They were down 117 points in the first half. At least it was like a mercy killing. I didn't have to pay attention to the game since I already knew I lost after 8 minutes was played in that one. So at least I didn't waste any time in wasting my money. Let's talk about, well, I'm going to get to your free picks here in just a moment. But also, I've got to talk about Bob Valentino. Bob Valentino tonight, his 5th consecutive guaranteed winner. 5th in a row, guys. Cashed in with another college play last week with Missouri over Georgia. He is 2-0 in college plays, 2-0 in the NBA with guaranteed plays. Tonight, guaranteed college blowout of the year. Should this play lose and you purchase it, you're going to get his one and only NBA parlay of the year tomorrow. Absolutely free, no strings attached. Now listen, all the details about this guaranteed play are over on his webpage, but quickly let me just tell you, you have to buy it separately. If you're getting it as part of some type of package at the site, the guarantee portion does not apply. However, he has won 4 straight guaranteed plays. Number 5 in a row goes tonight is another 50-dime play, just like the previous 4 50-dime guaranteed plays. Guaranteed double-digit blowout of the year in college basketball. It goes tonight, and should he lose again, you will get his one and only NBA parlay of the year, a play that he has won 4 of the past 5 seasons here at the site. And that is going on the Friday night card. You would get it for free with no strings attached. Listen, I made an offer yesterday, a special promotion that I want to repeat today. And it was something that I hadn't done since March, and the response yesterday was overwhelming. But a lot of people wrote in overnight to customer service saying, could they take advantage of that offer again today? So I'm going to repeat it here today for you. You can buy 1 week of service from any handicapper here at the site and get another week of free service that runs concurrently from any other handicapper of equal or lesser value, absolutely free. So again, you can buy 1 week of action of one particular handicapper at the site and get a week of free action from another handicapper at the site of equal or lesser value to run concurrently at the same time, absolutely free. Here's how it works. I just gave you the long-term numbers for Scott Delaney, so let me just give you the rundown. Scott Delaney, a 1 week package for his plays, $279, okay? Let's say you wanted to buy Scott Delaney's service tonight, $279 worth of action for 7 days. Let's say you then wanted to get the plays of Craig Davis. There's another hot handicapper at the site, and I'm going to use him for an example. Let me just call up his page here. His 1 week of service plays would cost $199. Well, if you bought Scott Delaney's, you would get Craig Davis, because it's equal or lesser value, for free for the same 7-day period. And the reason I like this promotion, right after the conference championship games, before the Super Bowl, if you're one of these guys that disappears from the end of the football season till the beginning of March Madness, you're crazy. Because it's a hell of a lot easier to win in January and February in college basketball than it is during the tournament. It's always been that way. More games, easier to spot bad lines, far greater opportunity to win. But it also gives you an opportunity to sample the wares of different handicappers, guys you may never have gotten their service before. This gives you an opportunity to check out their action for free. How it works is you make the purchase. Then you send an email to customer support, tell them, hey, I just bought so-and-so, give me the plays of this other handicapper, and they will go ahead and within minutes add the second handicapper service to your account for free. And you're going to get all their action, again, running concurrently for free for that 7-day period. And as I pointed out in yesterday's video, guys, I don't play games. The prices of these packages are the same as they were 2 days ago, the same as they were last weekend, the same as they were last week. No prices have been raised to try to rob you. I'm just trying to give you an opportunity to try 2 handicappers running concurrently for the same week. So again, it's equal or lesser value for the second handicapper's plays, and you get them free for a week. I'll give you another example. Scott Delaney, $279 for a week. Maybe you want Chris Jordan's plays, $229 for a week. You would get Chris Jordan's plays for free. In essence, you're getting $229 of action for free. Buy Chris Jordan's plays instead, and you get Craig Davis's for free. You're getting $199 of action for free. If you have any questions, just go ahead and send an email to customer support. Let's take a look at your first free selection, guys, tonight. It is going to be the Arizona-UCLA game. I'm kind of surprised this number is so big. UCLA as a 9-point dog, considering the fact that Arizona is returning home after a 3-game road trip in which they suffered their first loss of the season. That was at Oregon. Then they did rebound, beating Oregon State and then Arizona State handily in the next 2 games. But, you know, Arizona hasn't exactly been crushing people here at home. You know, they struggled in their first 2 conference home games. I think they needed overtime and only got to overtime because of controversial replay against Colorado, winning 92-83. And then they beat a average Utah squad 60-57. Now, the one thing that Arizona has here in this matchup against UCLA tonight, however, is height. It is a big Wildcats team. They are also a very strong rebounding team. In fact, they are plus 9.4 rebounds per game against their foes so far this season. That's #1 in the Pac-12. Now, by comparison, UCLA has played 6 Pac-12 games, won 5 of those 6. Just suffered its first loss, a loss that snapped a 10-game winning streak when it lost at Pauley Pavilion against Oregon over the weekend. But UCLA is minus 3.5 rebounds per game in conference play so far. Arizona's plus 9.4. So you're looking at a huge differential. What does it all mean? Listen, guys, if you attack the rack, you know, I once had a player said, you know, I'd kill my mother for a rebound. Hey, listen, guys that go aggressively to the rack, teams that do well on the boards, you're going to clear more offensive rebounds. You're going to get more second chance opportunity points. You're also going to get more free trips to the free throw line. And if you're a good free throw shooting team, which Arizona is, that means you get free bonus points. UCLA is 2-0 on the conference road. A young team that went to Utah and Colorado, struggled in the altitude, struggled in both games, did win them, but didn't exactly put on high-scoring performances. I mean, they only scored 57 points in a 4-point win at Utah. They only scored 78 points in a 3-point win at Colorado. Although it will be tempting to take UCLA tonight, and I can certainly see with this young team, this is going to be a pressure-packed environment. This is a team that simply doesn't hit the boards well, and I think that hurts you, especially on the road. Coming off the loss to Oregon, I'm willing to go ahead and invest the points and lay them with Arizona in this contest. Now, the other game is going to be Toronto and Orlando. Now, Toronto's coming off an overtime loss last night at Miami, in which they blew a 15-point lead, but Toronto has dominated the Magic this season, winning all 3 previous games. But the hell with the side in this game. Look at the total. How does this game not go over? I mean, the Raptors are 4-18 on the road. In those 22 games, they're giving up an average of 104 points a game. They've got tired legs. They played in overtime last night, okay? And the last meeting, in fact, they had 123 points at Orlando and shot 55% from the field. Although Glenn Big Baby Davis and Jameer Nelson were both out for the Magic in that game, but they are back here tonight. As for the Magic, they've lost 14 of their last 16 games. They have given up 106.2 points in that 16-game stretch. In fact, in losing 10 of their last 13, they've given up 105 points or more in 10 of their last 13 games. So again, I look at the total on this one, and I've got to say, why mess around with the side with 2 losing teams? Just go ahead and play this game over the posted price. Those are your 2 freebies, guys. Hopefully we'll sweep the freebies again, and I'll look forward to speaking to you again on Friday.